Hello everyone and welcome to the 2SRL round 19 season 4. We are in Mexico in the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. I'm joined again by my co-host Mecha Dragon. So
Hello.
good to have everyone here again. I will post the stream link in a minute. Before I start, I'm gonna pull up the driver standings here and let you guys have a look at that. It is a bit blurry, my apologies. But
hey Triton, you need to switch to spectator.
Yeah, I'm showing the standings here.
Cool. Sorry, just let you know.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do that there. We'll go back here now. So this is the standings at the moment. Speedy has already sealed out the driver's title, as he did last week, if you guys tuned in for that. But we still have a fight in the constructors. I can't show the full thing there because I don't have that picture, unfortunately, but it is a battle between Force India, Ferrari, and McLaren at the moment for the constructors. I believe Ferrari is a few points in the lead behind McLaren, and Force India is very close behind. But oh, I gotta turn that off now and go back here because we're about to start. And they started without when I wasn't ready, so I'll just go back in a full screen here. Hopefully somebody else can post a link. If you could post a link, that would help, since I can't tab out right now.
I can put the link in thingamybub.
Yeah, it should be up, so I'm going to pull it up on my phone as well. So, if you guys are enjoying, be sure to check out the EGL Major channel. Be sure to subscribe, check out everything. The stream is not properly set. I should mention, it says we're on Motegi for endurance, but that was yesterday. But if you do want to check that out, be sure to check the channel check the channel below. It is recorded there. Thimo, not Thimo, I mean Terror, Bance, and Revo all raced there yesterday, so I believe they came second. Spoiler, but it's a pretty good drive to watch. They have a really good race. So
I was hoping for some rain today.
Yeah, let's see if we get some rain. It might be an interesting one. So okay, no, we don't. Check the stream here. Hopefully it is not too laggy. See the flag slow there. My frames are a bit low.
Any cutting
that's
out
because I'm in.
the experience.
Yeah, I think it's Discord.
We can't really help that at the present.
Yeah, we can't really do anything. We're Mecha Dragon's in Australia. I am here in the States, so it's gonna be a bit of a struggle as we are getting going here. So I want to change the title. Yeah, I know I can't really do that though. I don't have access to that. So Jeremy, if you're gonna come to the chat just to roast me, my guy. Yeah, once I get out of the pit lane here, I gotta see if it's lagging or not. It is. Frames are okay. I mean, it's a bit weird still. Okay. So it might be because I'm running 6,000 bit rate, not 5,000. But again, yeah, I apologize again if it's a bit laggy. At this point, we're just going with the flow. So yeah, so we have 18 drivers on the grid here. What's that?
It's fucking garbage.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. I think my game is a bit too loud as well. Okay, so the moment we have 3 subs, I think it is. Okay, we have one. Let me count here. 1, 2 subs. Okay, 2 subs since oh, actually Speedy is not here today. I should mention that. He won the championship and is unable to show up today, so unfortunate. I believe this is the first time he's not here, like in both SLR and 2SRL. So we're gonna ride on board here with Thomas here, who's gonna be doing his flying lap. We'll ride on board. It's a bit laggy still. I don't know why. So as we go down the.
I'm gonna real quick.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go down the start finish straight here. Hard braking zone here, going into turn 1, which flows into turn 2 and right into turn 3 right after that, as we go down the next DRS straight here, where he's gonna be trying to maybe get a toe there, but on the brakes there at the 100-meter board, hit the apex there, nice and smooth. into 4, into 5 here now, slowly. And now this turns into 6 and 7, two corners that go right into each other. Now coming up into turn 8, I believe. I think I lost count. You can take a fair amount of curve down the exit now. Here come the S's flat out here. And just a little bit of a lift going through there. And he goes wide. That might be invalidated, but hopefully not, as he's about to approach some traffic here as he comes into the infield section here. Slow on the brakes. Anonymous sets the provisional pole lap time of a 1:14.0. And that's one of the Force Indias ahead. Shouldn't get too hampered by this. Going into... Okay, that's... it's Silver going back into the pit zone. McJagley coming across the line. Thomas does a 14.7. So, it's a good timer to start off with here as Tipsy Bob is coming around the corner here as well now. So let's see what he can do. Goes a little bit wide on the exit there. Comes back over the line, and he's going to do a 14.9. So, I'm going to tab out here for a minute and try and fix some of this. I have a lot of stuff open here. That might not be helping either. Okay, so sorry for the black screen, and we're going to come back on here. I believe you're back. Yeah, so,
I've been back for a while.
Oh, yeah, okay, that all right there.
I can actually hear you now. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I just fixed it. I had like a bunch of stuff open on the background here as,
No.
I don't know what that was. I'm going to ride on board here with a new driver who I've not seen yet. Paul Exon, I believe is the name. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but he's filling in for Revo today. I believe this is his first run. He goes a little bit wide on the exit of the S's. This should be good, maybe. Matthias putting in a 13.9. I'd like to talk about Matthias for a minute here. He's putting in a lot of really good results as of lately. A few podiums here and there. Getting some good points for the Sauber team, and been driving very well as of recent. So right on board here with Clara for a bit. I joined in late, so I didn't get to see what happened. I know Clara retired lap 1, so didn't get any screen time. So we'll give him some here now. So while we're right on board here with him for a bit, one thing we should mention is the tire strategy, because it's an interesting case here in Mexico where the Ultra Softs and the Hyper Softs, or the Hyper Softs, you should be going about 9 laps on them at most, as Clara does a 1:17, so he might have made an error somewhere in that lap. But yeah, I don't know how much you've driven on this track, Mecha Dragon, but for those who have, it is a fairly aggressive. It's fairly aggressive on the tires, high abrasion. So we're gonna want to see some of these drivers doing some. Okay, I think there was some damage. No, that's just the leaves. But we're gonna want to see some tire conservation. As I believe Terra is starting his lap. He has the overriding bug, so we won't ride on board with him. As okay, I'm seeing our Lord and Savior Miloš Martika, aka Cursed, is back. So we're gonna invite him to the session so that he gets in. So so far Matthias is on pole position. We will see an interesting race here, I think, actually. Without Speedy, that might open the floor to somebody, an upset maybe, or even a surprise win from somebody.
Yeah, that's a good question. Where is Speedy this week?
Yeah, he's not here today. I think he's busy today. Oh, that sounds interesting. What you got to drink? Is
this a Pepsi Max, mate?
Oh, is this sponsored? No. Coke is better, but anyways.
It's not.
This stream is
definitely not. Pepsi gives all your money.
Okay. I thought the meat pie thing made us cool, but no. So yeah, this stream is brought to you by Australia. We're a bunch of great people, let me tell you. So anyways, let's see what happens here. Now Terror is doing another lap. I think he's doing it on. I don't know if this is this is not a fresh set of tires, but he'll just get a lap time in, or a competitive lap time in. Let's see what he can do. He crosses the line here and does a 16.9. So I would assume he'd want to go and do another lap on another set of tires. So meanwhile, the 3 who have yet to set a time are Stinger, Buddy, and MacJagley. So hopefully they can get a time in at the moment. Matthias is looking very good.
Buddy's obviously a reserve, right?
No, he's a full-time. He's Hugo's teammate.
Oh.
So Yeah, he just hasn't been here for a
hasn't
while.
been here for the last couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, it's been a while, yeah, since we've seen Buddy drive. So good to have him back, as we have been graced by the presence of 2SRL first Milos Martika, the #1 driver on the league. So we're gonna ride on board here with Anonymous as he finishes his lap. Let's see what he can do here. Can he dethrone Matthias? And yes, he can with a 1:13.5. So let's see if Matthias has an answer for that. Good lap from Anonymous. Didn't get to see it, unfortunately, as it unfolded. So far looking good. So I'm taking a look at the stream. It is looking a lot better. So there are frame drops here and there, as the haze from the heat is giving me a bit of frame drop, unfortunately. So I'm gonna do my best here. Matthias is on his off lap, so I don't really do that. So currently Tipsy's 4th at the moment. Nick is 5th. Thomas 6th, as Thomas actually goes 5th there. So good lap from him. As Nick goes 2nd fastest there on his 2nd lap. I think he got a bit of a
I was having a look at that.
I'm sorry?
I was having a look at him there. I think he might from whoever that was behind him. Is it Noel?
That was Mac.
I'm not sure
I think I didn't see
who it was. But I think you got a bit of a toe from someone. But who cares? Second so far on the group.
Yeah.
Let's have a look who else is doing it fast. Let's go and have a look at Noel.
Yeah, I'm having a look here on stream with Matthias, so see what he can do if he can get back on pole position. He has his first time with a 13.9. Now, I believe pole in SLR was a, I don't know what Etney did. I think he did a 12.7, and then I think I was 2nd. I did a 13.1. So the low 13s is probably where these guys are heading for. Etney, of course, the lap record, or one of the top 3 times on this track, so the 12s might be a big asking for these guys. And not to say that they're not skilled enough or anything like that. Just saying Etney is on another level. So before that gets misconstrued, as we're gonna ride on board here. I think Matthias has invalidated that lap. Yeah, we are on strict corner cutting, so he's gonna move out of the way.
So I'm still on board with Noel. Looks like he's still
okay. Sorry to interrupt you. Tipsy gets really wayward on the back end there as he's finishing the end of his lap. It might not have put him off too much. He might end up finishing this, but yeah, we'll see what he finishes here and then go back to that as he goes 6th fastest. So sorry, please continue.
Noel actually did go up a place there. He jumped
3rd fastest. 13.8, yeah. Very good time from Noel. I did not see that. I'm sorry. Yeah, so Matthias is gonna have to make something.
Well, that's 2 speed. That's why there's 2 people doing it.
Yeah, thanks. So let's see what happens here. I believe Terror. I mean, there's still some people in this fight here who I know can easily take pole position. I know Terror has not been really practicing. He's been on Motegi, as well as Bance. So he has a lot less practice than the others. So let's see what he can do. He starts his flying lap. So we'll see if he can do anything here. Interesting thing to note: Veld Meneke has gone 6 laps on Hypersofts. So if I were him, I would definitely want to do another lap on another set of tires. I would not want to start the race on 6-lap old Hypersofts.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I don't. You go 3 laps and that'd be it.
Yeah, I think that'd be suicide.
Yeah.
Strategically.
No grip off the start, no grip anywhere. Yeah, it would not be fun. So so far everyone except Buddy has put in a lap time. So hopefully he can get something done. Stinger is out on Ultra Softs. You can 1-stop if you start on Ultras, same as Claro has. But it's not that quick from what I've experienced and from what I understand. So.
I think Tipsy just leapfrogged Toto there as well. I
think 5th. So, yeah. 14.1 from Tipsy.
I think he was
good
6th.
lap as Terra goes very wide and off the track, almost into the end of into the 3rd sector here, into the infield. So, but he's approaching the final corner. He's approaching the start-finish straight. He's abandoning that one. I think he invalidated that. So, unfortunately, he's gonna have only one more run at this, so he's gonna have to put his foot down. At the moment, Anonymous on pole position, so looking good. He's gonna have he's had a lot of pace here, so showing some promise.
To be fair, he's had a lot of pace everywhere.
Yeah, but especially here. I mean, in Japan, he won. He was able to win his first race for 2SRL. So he's been showing major improvement over the season and as it's gone on. So good to watch. Let's see. He's abandoning that lap. So Noel is on his out lap. So Tipsy going into the pits.
I'm on board with Band traveling quite quickly, so I think he's trying to either set a time this lap or maybe go for the next one. I'm not sure.
I believe he's on the end. His battery's depleted. So let's see what he can do.
Oh, and his fuel's out too, so yeah, he's coming in well. That was time, wasn't it?
Unfortunate.
Good job, Back Dragon.
Okay, I can't ride on board in that pit lane. Yeah, see what my Jagger can do. Is he gonna cross the line? He's gonna start his lap. So, Matthias is out of the pit. No, that's Jeremy out of the pits. Jeremy goes 8th fastest. So, maybe he is better at driving than roasting. So.
Yep. And then instantly bumped off by Silver, who improved his best time by about 2.5 seconds there. So
right when
Silver finally pulled his finger out and did something.
So, yeah, good lap from Silver. I believe he can go faster than that. As there is going to be some grip coming up in the end here. Clara retires, so he will have free tire choice. So not really, didn't really matter that he went on the ultra softs in the end there, but he will be able to start on a fresh set of tires, so that will benefit him in the end, and he can gain some positions here. So let's see.
Hugo's just dove into the pits too, so he's going to get a fresh set of rubber, I would imagine, and then go out.
They're going to have to hurry. Both McLarens coming out of the pits right now. Yeah, but as you were saying, I would imagine he'd have to hurry because there's 3 minutes left. It's not a particularly long lap.
No, it's you know, maybe 1 minute and 30 seconds to get tyres on and then back out, do a lap. So you've got plenty of time yet.
Yeah, but this is about the time where you want to get a step on it, I would say. So currently Bance, one person has to get a step on it. He's only 10th fastest. He's a full 2.5 down on Anonymous's time. So I know he hasn't had much practice like Terror. So let's see how the Terror is doing. I want to ride on board with him, see how he goes. He's about to start his flying lap here now.
Yes. He did slow right down at the end of that lap. I'm not sure why. I have no idea. I can't explain it. But maybe just to get the right lines coming into the final couple of corners to get the most speed.
Yeah, I don't know. Assume.
Looks strange to me.
Okay, okay. Pollockson retiring their 15th fastest on... so he won't have to start on those tires, thankfully. As we're going to ride on board here with Terror since the revving has gone away. Going into turn 4 and 5, Thomas retires as well. Gets a little bit of a slide on the back end there. Takes it nice and easy into turns 5 and 6, I believe that is, or 6 and 7, I'm not too sure. Yeah, into 8, and then into 9, here flowing the car in. A little bit of a lift off to keep on the racing line. Goes wide and actually losing out a bit as Speedy is just getting on now, so I'm going to hurry up and send him an invite. Unfortunately his seat's gone, but he can just drive for somebody else.
Jack or Nick, but he's run wide there. I don't think he's going to improve this time. He'll stay in second, I would imagine. Let's have a look what Noel's doing. Noel, he's coming around to...
Terror currently in last place. Okay, there he goes. He goes 10th fastest, so pretty average lap from Terror, I would say. I know he hasn't had practice, so we can't really be too hard on him, but big shout out here to Noel. I know he struggled a bit, but 3rd fastest. I know he was having a good race in Italy and was in the lead going into lap 1. But
that's someone that I only just noticed isn't here. Where's Ocean?
Ocean Chief is yeah, he's missing. There's a sub. Yeah, Thomas is subbing for him. So
oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I believe Ocean Chief is not here, and Speedy's here now. So we have Paul Exon is a sub, and Thomas is a sub. He's a regular sub. Veldmaneke is subbing for Speedy, who just joined in. So I believe.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why he was parked on pit straight.
Yeah, I believe there's going to be a Haas seat, so I think, well, Kirst is, there's no Haas, or no second Haas, but Kirst just joined in, so that might be filled, or Speedy might end up actually taking that seat. But, right on board here with Nick for a minute. I think he's starting his final lap here now. So, oh, he goes very wide and into the wall, into the DRS, and as Anonymous sets the fastest lap, Nick pretty much out of qualifying with that. So, unfortunate. Let's see if Noel can improve on his lap time and challenge Anonymous for pole position here. So,
well,
a little bit
Toto and Mac Jagley both retired.
Yeah,
Anonymous is over.
So Anonymous retires there. Yeah, he's pretty much, well, he's done there basically. So let's see what Noel can do crossing the line here. Can he improve a bit? And he goes second fastest, unable to get pole position, but a front row start as Hugo does a 1:13.8 on ultra soft tires. That's actually really good because now he has to make one less pit stop than these guys, and he's up on the second row. As oh, Matthias, I forgot about him. Well, 2 SRL Matthias, pole position here in Italy. Not Italy, I'm sorry, in Mexico. I'm used to, I'm PTSD from Italy, tipsy. So, not Italy, here in Mexico, Matthias, pole position there, and I believe that, yeah, that's it. Vance is going into the pits, unless Silver has anything to say about that. Silver goes 5th fastest.
He's in 5th.
So he dislodges Hugos. But, wow. Matthias, what a lap. I unfortunately didn't get to see it. I apologize. But congratulations to Matthias. Pole position, Anonymous on the front row with him. Wow. Interesting qualifying session there. Got exciting at the end. We will give a rundown here of the grid. So the big story here is Speedian is going to be starting on the back of the grid. He's going to be P20, and after winning the championship last week, so it'll be a fun drive for him. But we're going to pretend he's in the Force India, and Veldmanek is in whatever car he ends up in. I didn't see which team was filled or had a vacancy, but pole position there to Matthias again, fantastic. Anonymous second, good showing from him. Noel third, very good lap as well. Nick, unfortunately, he ended up messing up that last lap, but he's still in P4, which is a fantastic position to be in. So, not a usual grid from 2SRL, I would say. Correct?
Yeah, bit all over the place. Like, I know Speedy wasn't here for most of it, but he's normally right up there. But Anonymous, with the reserves, probably expected to get top 2. I wasn't expecting Matthias to finish first, to be honest.
I honestly forgot about him.
That's his 5 minutes of fame, and everyone's forgotten about the poor guy.
Yeah, I felt bad because I was focusing on the others. I was trying to see what they were doing. So and there was a bunch of other action, and I saw him invalidate one lap, so I was like kind of backing out as okay. I thought we didn't have a formation lap, so I panicked. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, so that's
before
Thimo's.
we start though, I forgot to give myself a plug. So, if you would like to support me on my endeavours, the link is in the chat.
Twitch.tv /MechaDragon, I believe.
Yeah, I'll get it for you.
So let's pull up here. While we're doing that, I'm gonna pull up the tire strategies here. So, so Hugo's qualified on ultra softs. So that's something to note. And then in the back, Terror is starting 12th, so he's going to start on the ultra softs, as is Mac Jagley, Stinger, Jesse, Clara, and Speedy, all going to be one-stopping. Everyone else is going to be starting on the hyper soft tires, so they will have the grip advantage in the beginning for the first several laps, and then after that, it's going to be the ultra soft runners who are going to make their showing. So, will be interesting to see how this pans out.
Who was that last week that started on softs and ended up finishing like second? Can you remember who that was?
I believe that was Hugo's. I believe, yeah.
Was it not Hugo?
Yeah, that was Hugo's.
Was it Hugo's?
It was. So I don't know what the weather forecast is, and somebody told me. So we're gonna play this by ear, like they do sort of in real life. As Matthias approaches the grid here, starting from pole position for what I believe is the first time in his 2SRL career. So Anonymous on the front row with him as well. It should be noted that getting a good start here is probably both a good and a bad thing, because the car behind you can slipstream off you very easily. So we're going to see some action here on the grid, so I suggest you guys strap yourselves in.
And keep an eye on Speedy from number 19. I don't think he'll be in that position for very long.
Yeah, we're going to watch we have some excitement here. Speedy at the back, Matthias at the front, Anonymous here in the fight, Noel in the front as well, as we go to 2, 3, 4, 5 lights ahead of the drivers. And we are go here in Mexico. Good start from Noel, gets a really good start, going already alongside. Matthias gets bogged down. Anonymous gets a good start as well. That's really bad for Matthias as he slips into the slipstream there of Anonymous. Nick ahead there as well. Speedy gains a bunch of places too, gets a really good start as Anonymous goes into the lead turn 1. As Noel goes up in there. Going wide is somebody there. I didn't see who that was. Going wide, Noel again.
Silver.
Okay, Silver goes wide there. So now they make it through turn 1 almost unscathed. Cursed makes up a couple positions. I think Terra loses out in the background there, as Anonymous taking off now, going into the beginning of the second sector here. Matthias right on the back of Noel, gonna want to get that position back. Hugas is in the hunt there on those ultra soft tires as well. Speedy getting, I think he's trying to make up some places back there as well on Veldmaneke, moving all the way up to 13th place on the ultra soft tires, and so far looking so good. Interesting start there as Matthias tries to make his way back up the field here, losing out his pole position, but Anonymous building a gap already as he's approaching the back, all over the back now almost.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Silver sort of outbraked himself coming into turn.
Yeah, I think he lost out there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry, this was spaz again.
Yeah, okay, so there's going to be some slipstream here now. Noel, Anonymous got a really bad exit. Anonymous going really defensive into the onto the inside line there. Matthias going there as my intervals are glitched again. Stinger just jumped the entire field apparently. No, so yeah, we're going to hopefully pray that that doesn't become a bigger issue as Noel all over the back of Anonymous now. Anonymous may have gotten a bit of a bad exit there. So Thomas and Buddy fighting in the back there as well. So see what's happening here in the back. Buddy, Tipsy in the fight as well. They're going 3 wide into the corner. Bit of contact there as Tipsy gets hit out the back there. I think he makes it way, trying to feed his way down the inside of Buddy. Buddy goes a little bit wide, doesn't manage to make that move. Stick Tipsy does, and he tries to have another look there down the inside. Buddy holds on for a little bit as Silver is right on the back there as well. And Jeremy's in the back there too, might have a look as well. And there, Jeremy, I believe that's Silver and Jeremy fighting it out. I'm not too sure what happened there. But going wide is Buddy there again as we ride back on board here with the leaders, Noel, Matthias, and Anonymous all fighting here for this first place. DRS will be enabled on this lap, but I don't believe they will be able to use it as Speedy and Veldmaneke fighting it out there. Anonymous goes fastest at the moment. So now
Veldmaneke does not want to give that position up, and Speedy's looks like he's getting a bit mad.
Yeah, Cursed.
He's been touched a couple of times.
Yeah, Matthias has DRS now on Noel. Noel is very early on the brakes there. Matthias goes wide to avoid him. So he's going to have to go onto the curbs, take as much curve as he can. He's going to have a good run here with the DRS. I believe, yeah, I don't see it open there, but DRS there maybe going...
Oh, hang on.
Oh, Veldmaneke goes off.
Veldmaneke is Gonski's. Speedy had to take evasive action as well. I think push came to shove in the end of that little battle, and someone had to suffer the consequences.
Unfortunate
there.
there.
Veldmaneke at the end of the day.
Okay, so meanwhile here, Thomas gets past Tipsy, I think. So Tipsy might have lost out a bit there in those exchanges, as Matthias still riding all over the back there of Noel's Mercedes car, trying to make some work here as Nick and Vance are coming up behind. Vance trying to have a look down the inside there of on the entry of the infield section. Chris gets his second time penalty, so
I'm just trying to... Oh, hang on.
So
I just went a little bit wide there. I'm just trying to monitor anyone's incident.
yeah, Vance goes a little bit wide there. We're gonna have...
and Speedy.
Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye out here on the front on the stream here as Noel goes a little bit wide, tries to keep out of the slipstream. Matthias getting a massive flyer down the straight here, going wheel to wheel with Noel, gets ahead of him before the braking zone and gets the move done. He is back up into second place as Vance makes the move on Nick there for P6 or P5, I believe. I don't know why Stinger is glitched out for me. Apologies, but F1 game bad, as we know. As Noel tries to fight back there into the back there. Hugo's trying to fight as well. He's got DRS there, so he was able to make up some ground on Noel. So he's gonna have to hold on here, but Hugo's could be in a good position here to win this race.
Oh, there's been a touch between Poexon and Clara. Clara and Mac Jagley went past Poexon on the straight. Mac Jagley giving a bit of toe to everyone. And then there's been a little bit of touch, but nothing too serious. Poexon's definitely in the action today.
Yeah, meanwhile, Terror kind of running a race in the back here, trying to kind of hold on and wait for these guys to start pitting as Hugo's up ahead makes a move on Noel into the infield section. Very well done from him. But now Matthias is going to have to start using some of that battery and catch up to Anonymous as Speedy gets his first time penalty. Noel going to try and fight. I believe, yeah, he's going to try and fight back on Hugo. So he's got DRS, and he will have DRS for the next straight as well. And he does have the the momentary tire advantage. So Hugo, he's all over the back of Hugo's already. So this is looking pretty good here for him. He might have a good run here with the DRS. I don't think he's close enough, unfortunately, though. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Paul Exon gets his first time penalty, I believe. Bent's getting pressurized from Nick as well in the back.
Whoa! Stinger! Was that Stinger into the fence? Someone's in the fence. It's just into the fence, turn 1.
Oh, Jesse, oh.
He has got some major wing damage, so he'll be limping around to the pits.
Unfortunate for Jesse there. Hugo's trying to catch up to the back of Matthias as Noel is still there in the back as well. Vance and Nick still fighting away as well. Nick gonna want to reclaim that P5 position from him as Tipsy Bob. I think something happened to Tipsy. Let me see what happened there. I think Tipsy made contact there or something. He might have lost out there. But he's down into 16th place, unfortunately. So yeah, as Velmanek is all over the back.
I didn't see that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I didn't see either. So it's fine. But we're gonna go back here onto the start-finish straight here as Hugos makes his move on Matthias down around the outside. Matthias defends to the inside. He's gonna hold it in the braking zone, but Hugos now has the inside line, and that is a move done there. Very well done, very well orchestrated from Hugos as he is up in the 2nd place on those ultra soft tires, which might be a godsend as Nick gets back past Bance, but Bance is gonna try and fight him back. As his Buddy goes down the inside of Bance. Bance sees him coming, backs out of that instantly, and now Buddy makes his way up into P6.
Clara's just had a pit stop there on lap 6. I'm not sure if that was to repair damage or...
Yeah, I believe it would be.
Part of his strategy. I'm not sure.
It's too early to pit. That's got to be damage, unfortunately. So,
yeah.
What happened to Matthias?
He's also in the pit. Whoa!
Matthias hit the wall. He's out of the race. Matthias is out of the race, and we have a safety car. And of course, we have a safety car in as well as Matthias from pole position has just hit the wall, and he is out of this race. And that has actually opened up the floor to some strategy changes here as Vance goes into the pits, Nick goes into the pits, Anonymous and Noel go into the pits as Paul Exon gets a drive-through penalty.
Exon's going to drive through. He'll be getting the passing someone on the safety car, I imagine.
So that may or may not have come at the wrong time for Hugos, because now well, Speedy is up in the 2nd place for starters.
Some action in the pits. Everyone's diving in for tyres and fuel.
Yeah, everyone's going to be diving in, so we're going to see how this goes out afterwards. Big disappointment for Matthias out of nowhere, just
I'm not
into the
sure
wall.
what happened to him there. I have no idea.
2 penalties. So, yeah, okay. So Stinger just got 2 penalties and said enough is enough and retires, unfortunately. So I believe that's happened a few times to him, unfortunately. So hopefully he catches a break as Mac Jagley makes his way up in the 3rd place now. Anonymous is behind him, though, on fresh tires, as is Bance and Buddy, so this may have not helped Hugos at all.
And Poexon's got a drive-through reserve too, so he won't hold that 4th position.
Yeah, what I'm trying to fathom is why Speedy and Hugos did not pit. I mean, I understand why, maybe for track position, and they still have to make a stop as... Okay, so that was interesting. Hugos Hugos and Speedy getting a little bit wayward there under the safety car. Speedy getting very close to him. So hopefully we don't see a Baku 2017 or anything like that. Currently,
yeah, what would Hugo's not pit there?
Well, he is one stopping as it is. Everyone still has to make one more stop. The Ultra Soft runners do have to stop, but they will have the tire advantage because they will be on Ultra Softs. So I don't understand. Maybe he knows better than us. I mean, lap 8 is when you can pit in. Lap 7 even is when you can pit in on these tires. So they will go from lap 9 basically on these fresh tires. So that kind of helps those two stoppers as Hodgson goes there to serve his drive-through penalty, I believe. So we'll see how the grid forms up here now. So currently, this is a godsend for the two stoppers because they just got that first free stop for free. As interestingly, Terra has pitted in for Hypersofts. So
Wow.
that might actually still work out for him. He can go on to, but he will have to go on to Super Softs maybe, which he was already planning on doing. So it might not have been the worst idea for him. He might know. He might be making a strategic masterclass here. So a pretty exciting race so far, I would say.
Yeah,
wouldn't
well,
you?
after last week's strategy miracles by Hugo's, I wouldn't be surprised if he knows what he's doing. They're just waiting for it to happen.
I agree. So, again, for those of you who just tuned in, Matthias clouding the wall from what was a podium position and pole position. From pole position, losing out on the grid on the beginning, but then making his way back up in the second, closing down the gap as okay, so Beldman and Tipsy just collided on the safety car, so that's penalties for both of them. So that's unfortunate for them. But as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought there.
Something about Matthias.
Oh, okay, yeah, Matthias from pole position. Okay, and Silver gets one as well. He hits Noel, so don't know what these guys are doing, but from pole position into the, unfortunately, into the wall there after making up a lot more ground after losing it. But safety car is in this lap, so we're going to keep an eye out here on Hugos, who will control the thing as Kurst gets another stop-go penalty for hitting Clara. So these guys, I'm pretty sure like half the grid just got stop-go penalties. So Hugos, for those of you who do not know, the driver who is in the lead controls the safety car restart as DRS has now been enabled. Or disabled, actually, yeah, because I was going to say it shouldn't be enabled because that's the first lap as he takes off here. Speedy in the hunt now here for him. Mac Jagley in the slipstream as well, getting a good toe off of him. Anonymous getting a good toe as well, as is everyone in the background there, as Terror goes into the wall somewhere, and he is out of the race. So right on the start, or on the restart there, as Mac Jagley gets wide there, Anonymous gets a little bit of a hit there, as Buddy now trying to pressurize him and take the lead from him, because this is not helping Anonymous at all, because he effectively just lost his lead from this. Buddy going wheel to wheel with him, trying to feed his way around the outside. Anonymous defends very beautifully on the inside as Vance tries to have a look at Mac Jagley there on the inside as well. Backside of that, Hugos and Speedy still trying to get away there, as Mac Jagley is essentially backing them up a bit there, since they're struggling there, as Clara pits in now for a set of super soft tires. So, very interesting stuff. Vance all over the back there of Mac Jagley, trying to find his way down the inside here, or around the outside here maybe. Going into the infield section, he doesn't have a look there. Anonymous breaks very late, nearly hits the back of Vance, I think, as a Buddy dives down the inside of Anonymous there. Very late move, very dangerous a bit, but he does manage to get that move done. Not quite, though, as Anonymous is having a look, but Buddy does make his way around and gets it, but now he's got compromised there on the exit. Anonymous is going to have a look there, as Jeremy gets his way past Noel in the background there. Now we're going to have a big slipstream here going down the straight here, as Vance and Mac Jagley going to be fighting there in the background here as well. Anonymous and Buddy trying to fight here. Nick in the hunt there as well, who's going to make his way around here. Anonymous makes his way down the inside there, and fantastic racing so far from the two of them. They get a little bit wide, or a little bit close there. Buddy going to have to try and fight back again, as Vance does not get past there, and that particular occasion still behind Mac Jagley, as Anonymous and Buddy still going for it. Buddy finds his way past around the outside. He's going to go, but he's going to get held off there by Anonymous, as Beld gets one penalty. Noel and Jeremy in the fight there as well in the back, trying to squabble it out, as Noel gets back past Jeremy. So, wow, fantastic driving so far from everyone as we ride on board here with Vance.
A lot of touching going on back in the field.
As MacJaggly kind of covers off that kink there. Nearly goes for it as Bance does not make his way around yet. As he goes off the track there, nearly going wide there. Anonymous now catching up to them. They're all going into this infield section very close together. Buddy tries to spy a gap there, but backs out with that. But now with the DRS, which DRS has been enabled now at this point, Speedy's going to have DRS on Hugo's. Now going down the back straight here. Is this going to be Bance getting the move done? Bance in the DRS? No DRS, actually. Gets the move done there. And that should be it. But Anonymous and Buddy still fighting it out in the background there. Noel and Nick fighting as well. Noel trying to have a look down the inside. Doesn't really get to do anything. Thomas goes down the inside of Jeremy, I believe, in the background there. Everyone holding off there. Everyone trying to fight for a position here. Too much to handle here at the moment, I'd say.
Yeah, this... I can't keep track of it all. You need like 20 spectators for this.
Yeah.
Not like 20 people streaming this to be able to keep up.
Yeah, as MacJaggly gets a bit of a swap around the back end there. Anonymous shaking in his seat, trying to find his way around here. As he tries to go wheel to wheel, that is MacJaggly's corner, yeah, and he holds that off. So, Buddy goes very wide indeed. He might lose out some positions there. But Nick is going to be on the back of him now. So, that's not going to help at all, as Nola on the back as well. There's going to be a three-way battle there as well, as Bance tries to fight his way back and catch Speedy. He has a major tire advantage as Anonymous goes down around the outside of MacJaggly. Very good move. MacJaggly trying to fight him back. So, and Buddy, Nick, and Snow and Thomas and Jeremy and Silver and Velmeneke all in this battle here as MacJaggly dives into the pits for his scheduled pit stop, I believe. As Bance puts in the fastest lap of this race. We're gonna have a major train here right now.
This race is ridiculous. There's 12 people within 9 seconds of the leader.
Yeah, I agree. Nick having a look down the inside here in the slipstream here. Is he going to make the move stick? Yes, he can on Buddy. Buddy misses out there a bit as Noel tries to have a look down around the outside there, down the inside as well. MacJaggly there as well. He gets a bit of a tap there, yeah, correct. And he's going to hold off there for the time being with the DRS, which is going to help them as he goes to chase after Anonymous. So... Hugos and Speedy are going to have to pit eventually. So this could be anyone's race at this moment, I would say.
Oh, Silver's got past Jeremy here. Jess gets a 3-second time penalty. Not sure what that
gets a bit wide there. Yeah, there are penalties to be put into play here, so we will keep an eye on that as well. As Vance is caught up to the back now of Speedy and Hugos. Both of them are going to struggle a bit here as they're on worn super softs or ultra softs, and they're both playing on the pad, so they're not going to be getting hit.
I know we're only a third race distance here, but I couldn't imagine people getting more penalties here than they got last week.
Oh no! If you didn't watch yesterday, but in SLR I had a total of 5 penalties here, some of which were from lag, but. Yeah, so that's 15. I had 15 seconds worth of penalties. I was not having a fun time. But Bance tries to have a look, and he spins Speedy! He hits the back of him. Speedy has been spun around by Bance, and that is really clumsy from him. I'm sorry, but that's really unfortunate for Speedy, because he was doing all this good work, and the reigning champion has been spun around by the runner-up. We can start the conspiracies there, but as Buddy has his revenge on Nick, goes down the inside, gets a swap around the back end, tries to have a look down there, and Anonymous back up ahead there. Now he's trying to fight Bance. Bance has pretty much held him up. Hugos is going to get away from there, and that's going to help him a lot. But Buddy's still trying to find his way into this fight. Nick, Noel, Thomas, Silver, and Jeremy still in this as well. Speedy basically losing out there. Big disappointment for him after showing up without qualifying and still putting in somewhere. But
yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's any damage on either of the cars. I can't see any at the moment, but Speedy's got a bit of understeer going on at the moment.
I don't think Speedy has any damage. He got spun from the back. I would assume Bance might have a little bit of front end plate damage as Hugos makes his pit stop. So from the lead, he has made his pit stop. So Buddy, Anonymous, and Bance all move up into first, second, and third, respectively. Everyone's pretty much moving up here, so this may or may not be an inspired call. As Hugos goes on to another set of ultra soft tires, which I don't believe can last to the end, unless he makes it. And Cursed, we have lost Cursed. So everyone get your Fs out in the chat for Cursed or Milos Martika. So we have unfortunately lost Matthias, Stinger, Terror and Cursed, all four. So big disappointment for them, as we have a fight for first place here now, as Anonymous making his way back into the lead. Vance and Buddy on the rear of him. Buddy would most likely want a good result here. He hasn't shown up for a while, but wanting to prove himself, I would assume, as Vance trying to close in on him. Everyone else here, the top 7 all have the same tires, so it could be.
Noel's gone off. Noel's gone off. He's rejoined now. I think he might have just went really, really wide into one of the corners there. Didn't hit anything, so he should be fine.
It's upsetting for Noel having a good race up until that point there. He's still in this. There's half the race to go, and he's on some good tires, so this could be up to play for, as he was just on the back of him. So I don't believe we're going to see anything here right now. Actually, we might, as Buddy on the back end, the slipstream of Bance, having a look. Bance defends down around the inside. Buddy going to have a good run here into the first complex of corners, turn 1, 2, and 3. But now he's going to have DRS on the second straight here, and a much better run than Bance.
Right, so Noel has just pitted, and he's put some super softs on.
Ooh, Bance defends very late there to the inside. Sorry to interrupt you. And keeps that position, but please continue.
Yeah, Noel came into the pits. He only did 7 laps on his ultra softs, but now he's put super softs on. I imagine he wants to try and make this last to the end. 20 laps might be a bit of a stretch, but well,
yeah,
might as well. Oh, whoa, what's going on there? Clark clipped the wall. Not sure if he who was coming out of the pits there. I'm not sure what happened.
I didn't see what happened there. But
he went at right angles into the barrier, so he'll have to come around and get a new wing fitted.
Yeah, unfortunate there. But meanwhile, Jeremy and Thomas having a fight here. Jeremy's gonna have DRS on him, as okay, Thomas is actually gonna bail out going to the pits, so I think he might have damage, or might be changing up the strategy here. I'm not too sure, but meanwhile, Buddy gonna try and get another run here on Bance, as Hugo's puts on the fastest lap on those fresh sets of ultra soft tires. So Buddy taking a good entry there into the corner. Not as good as Bance, though. It seems he's gonna hold off on his ERS. He's saving a bit probably for the next lap, I would assume, but this is just letting Anonymous get away, so this is not helping him at all. So what I want to know, though, is why Hugo's pit so early.
I want to know if Bance got a penalty for hitting Speedy.
I would think he'd get a warning, but he's gonna face the wrath of the stewards, most likely.
Oh yeah, true.
That was fairly clumsy, I would say, from Bance. Very unfortunate, since he is running a good race, as Speedy gets a time penalty and Clara retires, so we've lost another driver here, unfortunately. Shame for him. So his Mercedes teammate running in the back now in 15th, unfortunately, as well, making his pit stop, but he might be still in this, so don't count him out. Okay,
yeah,
Bance okay, I see what happened to Clara. Yeah, Clara went into the wall there at the final corner. So let's see here if Buddy can get the move done. He's in the slipstream. He has DRS. He is well ahead, I think, now of Bance, and that is the move done. Yes, very good job from him to get that move done here. He's gonna have DRS to help him get away as well, as Speedy goes into the pits for his scheduled pit stop. So he will be able to go to the end on those super soft tires. So meanwhile here.
Action's all sort of quietened down after the first 15.
Yeah, very exciting first part of the race, if I say so. So far we're gonna see some people quiet down. We're gonna not really see anything develop until the strategies finish themselves out. But Vance is still on the back here, might be wanting some revenge on Buddy, which I would assume he can get. But so far it's looking good, as Vance goes very wide out of that corner. So that's not gonna help him at all. But he still is within DRS range, so this is gonna help him a little bit, as he's approaching now the DRS straight. He will have a good run here. He has a lot of battery W's here. So as somebody comes out of the pit there, that is a lapped car, I believe it. Or I'm not, actually no, that is not a lapped car. I don't know who that is. As I think Poxon just got, or just left the session there. So Vance still on the back here of Buddy, trying to have a look now. He's got DRS here. Is he gonna make that lunge? He's not gonna make that lunge. That was way too far back. But Buddy is going a bit slow. He gets a time penalty even, so that's Buddy's first penalty, I believe. So Nick is catching them up as well.
Velbeneke is not making this easy for Hugo. Hugo is trying to make as much time up on these fresh Opposofts as he can.
Yeah, as he forces him off the track here, and they make a bit of contact.
And he's been spun around.
That is really clumsy driving from the both of them. I don't understand what that was. I mean, he forced him off. That didn't harm him too much, fortunately. But I don't know what Hugos was thinking. He kind of forced him off the track there as well, and then Velbeneke kind of just kept going into him. So yeah. Fine margin there, I would say. That is a big dent in his climb here to the front. But he does not have to make another pit stop. Keep that in mind if he can manage these tires properly. So, yeah, good thing we caught that.
That was very strange.
Well. Yeah, Jeremy
has been in a lot of shut and taps today.
Yeah.
Just trying to get his sponsor's livery on every car, apparently. But tapping everyone.
But yeah, meanwhile, here Vance still unable to make his way past, or make his way back past Buddy, who's kind of just keeping Anonymous honest at this point, not really making up any ground on him, but not really losing any ground at the same time. So this isn't working out too badly for him. He is gaining a bit now. I think Anonymous might start to push as Vance goes very wide and gets a time penalty there. So in the background, Jesse is on the back. He just came out of the pits on the back of Noel. Losing a bit of time since he's coming out of the pits just now, I think. But now Vance is very close, and Nick is there as well, very close as well to the McLaren of Vance as well. Vance approaching the Williams here, though.
I'm not sure if you can confirm this. Not sure if you can confirm this, but did Waxon disconnect?
Yeah, he disconnected, I think.
He seems to be in ghost mode. Okay, well, alright.
Yeah,
that was just a bit strange. I didn't notice that until then.
Yeah, but meanwhile, Vance in the slipstream, unable to do anything yet. But if he can get a good entry here to this final corner here, he might be able to do something. As Velbeneke gets a stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But Vance, yeah, he's going to hold off here. Not really in lunging distance yet. As Speedy gets that position up to 9th for that. Still making up ground. He's having a pretty solid race, I would say, thus far. But he's going to have to keep working for this, I would say. So, meanwhile... I'm sorry.
I'm not sure how Hugos wants to play this, because if everyone else is still going to come, he might just try and rip through this set and gain as much time as he can. Try and leapfrog a few
Vance
people,
goes very wide again. Sorry, out of that corner again.
Yeah,
that same corner.
I thought that. Yeah, he's having trouble there, but I'm not really sure what Hugo's thinking, because he didn't pit under that safety car.
Well, yeah, he will have to go on to another set of tires. He might go on to Hypersofts at the end of this race and be very quick.
Oh, that's true.
But I don't know if that would cost him a win, as Anonymous goes into the pits for super soft tires. That might not be the right strategy. I believe the Ultra Softs could have gone easily to the end from this point, so I don't know why he went on to
This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, so this is up to now. This is now up to Buddy and Vance.
Maybe he didn't have any sets left?
I would even a worn set, even if it's one lap done. I'm pretty sure he had a set, but I don't know what the game might have been. The game, but or maybe he just wants to be safe. But now it's up to Buddy to push as hard as he can here to make sure that the undercut does not work, and gain as much time as he can. As Thomas in the background there with Tipsy getting a good move done on him on the straight here. As Tipsy's gonna try and fight back here. Not really, because yeah, Thomas has DRS, so that's not gonna help him at all. So meanwhile, Vance on the back again of Nick. So struggling a bit to the infield section, as expected. But let's see what he can do here. Speedy gets another time penalty, so I believe that's his third one, as Vance gets a little bit wayward on the back end there. But he is going to have a lot of battery here to play with in the slipstream. He is going down into... He's playing with the battery. Yeah, he's going to save it for the next straight here, wisely, as he's up there. Hugos makes his way past Jeremy there, I believe. Or actually, they all do, because Jeremy goes in the pits.
They're all
yeah,
pitting.
they're all pitting. Anonymous comes out ahead of them all. Nick has gone in and will emerge soon, I think. He comes out behind Mac Jagley. So I'm going to keep an eye on those gaps there as Vance still does not get the move done. This is probably not what he wants because I'm not sure if he's getting held up, but he's not necessarily gaining time by being behind him, I would say.
Yeah.
As Jeremy is coming to the pits, going to be putting on a fresh set of super soft tires. I can easily get him to the end from this point on. So Hugos is I believe, 5 seconds ahead of Anonymous, but he's going to have to make another
That's
pit.
not near enough time.
Yeah, but yeah, he's gonna have to push on those tires because the super softs are not very grippy compared to the ultra softs. I mean, or there's less grip in them, but I mean, depending on the wear, you never know. So
well, I mean, he's got.
Okay, both of them are going to the pits. As Buddy just got a stop-go penalty, so he got a speeding penalty. So that's a big deal.
His race done.
Yeah,
that's his chance at a podium done.
Yeah, possibly, because Hugos, here coming across the line already well ahead now. So Anonymous down the road there from Hugos, though, and a fairly good, a decent amount down the road. So Hugos is gonna have to pit soon, but he's gonna have to keep these tires alive for. Well, I mean, they can go several more laps easily, and he's gonna have to go onto hypersofts at the end. But he will be major. He'll have a major grip advantage over the others. So. He's gonna have to make these tires work while they can right now, so and show his class here if he wants to win this race. But at the moment, this could be anyone's race, I would say, especially if we get another safety car, which I'm very much welcoming. Get even more excitement because you can never have too much excitement in these races.
That is true. There's been plenty of it, so it's finally started to settle down now. Everyone's taking their last and second last pit stops. 13 laps to go. Anything can happen. Yeah,
I think Vance got held up in the pits as well. He's 2 seconds behind Buddy now, so that's not going to help him. But this could be down to them too, because Anonymous is on super softs, as I said, and Buddy and Vance on ultra softs, so they will have a major group advantage over him. So Buddy is going to be working on closing it down that gap as we speak, and it is coming down, I can see. So this might not be over yet. So let's see what is happening down here. With,
so the only real puzzle that we have to put in now is Hugo's. What tyre is he going to put on and when?
I would assume he's going to put on the hypersofts.
Is it going to be good enough? I would assume so, but is it going to be good enough? He's going to lose a lot of time pit stop.
He can go 4 more laps on those if he can manage them.
12 seconds.
Yeah, 12 seconds.
The 4/5.
Yeah, he's going to start.
I don't know if that's going to be enough because he will have more grip and he will have fresher tyres, but
I don't think he's. I wouldn't say he.
It's going to get him on the podium or not.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to help him or not. I mean, the safety car pretty much ruined his race, I would say. If that safety car didn't come out. I'm sorry? Okay. I'm sorry, I gotta watch here on the run here. Tipsy in the DRS gets past Velmaneke, moves up into 12th place. So, sorry for interrupting you there. Ooh, okay, Nick and Bance actually fighting as well. Yeah, Bance, I think he had a bit of an issue there. Okay, he's lagging, I think a bit, or is that me? I don't know, but Thomas, yeah, Bance just lost a bunch of positions there. Yeah, he's starting to lag, so that's not very ideal for him.
This game hates him so much.
Yeah.
Oh, Buddy, fastest lap.
Yeah, he lost out to Thomas and Speedy there, and Nick. So Buddy, yeah, closing that gap massively as he is already 2 seconds behind Anonymous. And Nick could be in there as well. He might catch eventually if he can get that gap down. But this might be Buddy's chance to win. Anonymous might have made the wrong strategy call, unfortunately for him. But like I said, we might be in for a bit of a surprise, as Buddy has.
Yeah, maybe Hugo's is playing the I'm not going to get any penalties and everyone else is sort of game. So as long as he can sort of stay in 6 seconds contact after the pit stop,
goes into the pits again.
With a win.
Yeah, Jeremy goes into the pits again. I might think he might have had damage, so unfortunate for him. Let's see what's happening here. Vance trying to catch down Thomas again, doing his best to do that. Yeah, and Buddy still working on making that gap come down between him and Anonymous. So it's just gonna have to try and keep it clean, keep it smooth, and he should be good. Because there are 10 laps to go, and those Ultra Softs are very fresh right now. So as yeah, Jeremy retires as well, unfortunately. So, and that is disappointing for him. As Buddy still working that gap down. Not really any action going on at the moment. Silver is catching the back of Vance here now. Vance might have some issues with lag, which is hampering his lap times. Okay, yeah, he's just retiring. But he did that on the road. I wouldn't have done that there, but yeah, that's gonna slow him down. I think he just had enough, unfortunately. So that is a shame. But that puts Jesse up into the points, Snow up into 8th, and Mac Jagley up into the final points paying position. So that works out for some. Speedy, we should mention.
Did Vance turn left again into a wall?
I would assume so.
It looks like he's turned left again.
So here's the position changes while we're here. Buddy moved up 8 positions from his starting point. Speedy up 14 places. So very good from him. Jesse up 7 places. So far, Buddy not really. I mean, he might be managing.
I'm just going to answer a couple of questions in chat. Jeremy Peters, F1 game bad? Well, yes.
Yes.
And Son of God wants to know what is a better graphics. Neither of those. I'd get a GTX 970, or if you've got an extra $100, get a GTX 1070. There you go. There's my tips.
I guess this is tech time instead of F1 broadcast. So. Meanwhile, I think Hugos is.
You got a shout out to the chat, mate.
So yeah, Hugos is pretty much with this gap has come down. He is struggling as we get more sponsored drinkage from Mecha Dragon.
Sure do. Pepsi, I'm ready for your money.
Alright. So Hugos is probably gonna dive into the pits in a lap or two. I would say he'd either go this lap and finish it off, or yeah, he's gonna go this lap, and then next lap he's probably gonna pit in for the hypers, because he'll get disqualified if he doesn't pit, because he has only done laps on Ultra Soft, so he has to use another set of tires, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to that. Yeah, you can't do that either.
But this is actually not gonna help Anonymous. Anonymous caught him at the wrong time, because now he's gonna. I mean, maybe he might get him here on the straight, but Hugos is probably gonna want to defend and hold him up as much as he can and help his teammate out here too. It should be noted, Buddy and Hugos are teammates, so this is gonna hamper him, and he might just end up helping his teammate catch up and get the job done. So yeah, this is not helping at all. Anonymous trying to find his way around here in this very narrow part. It should be noted that Mexico is very difficult to overtake on. So yeah, this is not gonna help Anonymous at all. Buddy needs to put a step on it now, because this is not helping. So going a bit slow for the S. He's trying to manage the tires, I would say, manage his ERS. But yeah, Hugos holding him up a treat for his teammate here. Now he's on the back of him. He's gonna have DRS on him. So let's see what can happen here. I would assume Hugos is gonna pit right now.
Hugos should pit now.
Yeah, he's pitting right now. He's gonna be going on to the Hypersofts, I would assume, as Buddy now is in DRS, and this might be the pass for the lead here. And this is what we wanted to see here in the slipstream. Anonymous has DRS too, but he does not have the benefit of the slipstream, as Buddy is catching up and trying to approach rapidly. Is he gonna have a look down the inside? Yes, he is. Anonymous doesn't really defend too hard because he doesn't have to, because Buddy does back out of that. Buddy goes wide there, but now he's gonna have a much better run here on this exit here of turn 3, but not enough again to make the move down. But he goes very late on the brakes as he can with those fresher tires, or with those much softer tires, I should say. but they go right through the ghosted car there up on Poixon, but Buddy all over the back.
So Higa's come out in sixth place, 20 seconds behind the lead.
So we basically lost half the field from this. So.
Oh, Valdemanecke's retired as well. What happened to him? Did you?
I think he crashed or something. So.
Did that literally just happen?
I believe Clara.
Coexon might be doing
apparently
a tipsy
bug. I'm being told that makes the host lag like crazy. So apparently there's a bug. So since Vance is the host, he was lagging. But yeah, this might be the move for the lead. And that is the move there in the slipstream. Anonymous tries to fight him back. He is in the slipstream, but that is going to be the move done. Buddy is in the lead of this race. And now he's just got to hold on here for 6 more laps, or 7 more laps, I believe. As he's going to have DRS to help him get away here. But he's going to have to make this gap now because those tires are going to die out in several laps. So, I believe that should be good. He should be good for a little bit, but yeah. He's got clear air to push now and make the gap. Might want to play it safe, but because he does have a stop-go penalty actually, so he needs 5 seconds.
Oh,
Anonymous. Yeah, I forgot about that. Anonymous doesn't. So as
I think someone got stuck in the pits. Is that what happened to Valdemanecke?
Is it? I don't know.
Stuck in the pits.
Oh my. Okay. Well, here now, Hugo's catching the back of Thomas, passing him. Speedy. Now there, Speedy gets himself another penalty, so I believe he has like 4 of them. Buddy gets a time penalty there as well. Anonymous, I don't believe, has any time penalties, so at the moment, Anonymous is in the lead of this race. So, Hugo's going to have a look down the inside.
Or Anonymous.
Oh, he gets a time penalty there. Speedy defends from him for all his life there. No, they're not teammates in this league, so he will defend. And he's going to have a good run on him on the exit there here of this one, though. So he's going to have a slipstream and DRS. I don't know if Speedy's going to get DRS off that ghosted car or not, but no, he's not. Yeah, didn't think so.
He's not.
Yes, Hugo makes his way past Speedy, trying to find his way in the slipstream. But yeah, Hugo's on those hypersofts, you would imagine, just have a major grip advantage, as he can go on to push maybe for a podium position. I'm not too sure. But we have 5 more laps.
I think the way he's going, Hugo's could get there. He's made up, what, 3.5, 4 seconds so far. He's got 5 laps to go.
Yeah, but Nick is on ultra soft, so he's going to be a little bit quicker than these guys on those supers. But yeah, unfortunately, this didn't pan out too well for him. Anonymous is not out of this yet. Don't be fooled by the screen, because F1 game. He is on the super softs, so we'll ride on board here with him as he goes to the final corner under the bridge. He's gonna have DRS here on his on Buddy. Buddy is still with penalties, definitely not winning this race at the moment, so he's gonna have to make a break for it. But it doesn't seem like he can, because those tires are gonna start dying out right now. But even with the slipstream, it doesn't seem Anonymous is able to do anything. He is low on battery, so that might be one thing. As Hugo says, a 16.0 fastest lap. So those hypersofts are showing their pace now. But unfortunately, I don't think he has enough time to catch Nick. So Nick will finish on the podium, which is going to help Ferrari in their Constructors' Championship. So Tipsy.
That's why be happy. It's going to help McLaren.
Yeah, Tipsy only getting 2 points for McLaren. That's not going to help, as they're in the lead at the Constructors. So that's unfortunate for them.
I don't even know if Tipsy's going to get 2 points, because Mac Jagley's all over the back in it.
Oh yeah,
might only end up with 1.
Let's see what happens here. Yeah, on the straight here. I don't think he's close enough at the moment, Mac Jagley. He's also on super soft, so don't let that trick you. He's not on ultras.
Yeah. Jesus. So many things to pay attention to. But he's in the DRS zone, so there's that.
Yeah, as Noel finds his way past Thomas says Thomas goes wide there, so he had an issue there. Noel finds his way up into 7th place. So at the moment, we only have 2 battles that don't really seem to be progressing too much. Well, I'm not too sure if Anonymous wants to bother catching him on track, because I believe okay, Thomas hit the wall somewhere, so that's gonna push Tipsy up to a couple places. Yeah, as is MacJaggly, Thomas and Jesse back in points. And so hopefully Thomas can just go for some fast lap attempts, try and beat out Hugos this time. Save some battery, go for it. But yeah,
Jesse's in the top 10. I don't think I've seen him get that high up before.
Jesse, he's had a few points finishes here and there, so he does a lot better here than he does in SLR, as he's much more consistent here, it seems, so must be good luck. Running a good race here. He's kept clean out of some issues, so well done to Jesse.
It will be interesting to see all the penalties, though, because I know Speedy's got 12 seconds worth of penalties. Hugo's has got 3. I don't know if Anonymous has any, but he's got a few.
Oh yeah, Silver will definitely jump Speedy then, as will maybe Noel if he doesn't have that many. So
I think Silver's got a couple. No, I'm not sure.
But even if he has a couple, he'll definitely jump him.
7 or 8 people with that.
Yeah, meanwhile,
penalties, but
I'm still unable to find his way past Buddy on track, so he's gonna still be hunting there. MacJaggly's still on the back of Tipsy, unable to make anything there as well. Tipsy kind of trying to, his tires are gonna start dying out soon, so. But yeah, a very good race, I would say. I know the last few races haven't been that exciting. I remember Sachi was pretty boring from what I recall. I commentated that one alone, and it was a bit lonesome.
Well,
but
Japan was exciting for all the wrong reasons. We had 78 glitches a lap.
Oh yeah. So, meanwhile, still unable to do anything. Anonymous is still on the back there, but we're approaching the penultimate lap. So, he might just be content to do that, to just stay there, but yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Up a lot of time, not enough. I'll ride with you guys, see what he can do in the last lap.
Oh, he is actually catching Nick very rapidly.
Yeah.
But those tires are probably dead. Those tires are probably dead at this point. But at this point, so are those Ultra Softs on Nick. So,
yeah, it's basically if Nick makes a mistake here, I would imagine. I don't think he's going to make up
Silver and Speedy going wheel to wheel down the start-finish straight. Speedy unable to really do anything. Silver finds his way past on Fresher, 5-lap Fresher, super soft set, and that is the move done. Very well done from Silver, who's not going to wait for the penalties, just going to get it done there. Speedy's not really able to fight him back there either. A bit too far ahead. So, good drive from Silver, up in a 5th. So, see how the penalties play out. As Thomas does a 15.8 for the fastest lap of the race. Not too bad, not too shabby. As Jesse gets the penalty. Yeah, so he might still be able to get points depending on if Jesse has penalties. So, we're approaching the final.
I think Jesse has plenty of penalties, to be honest.
We're approaching the final lap.
Drive in wall at some point.
Yeah, as I said, the final lap here of the race here. Hugos is on the back now of Nick for that final podium position. I don't know how many how many penalties Nick has, but that might help. MacJaggly gets a penalty, so that's going to help him, or help Tipsy, I mean. Consolidate that P8. I don't believe Tipsy has many penalties either. As a lockup from Nick. But this is Hugos' final shot here as he completely no, he does not overshoot it. On my screen, he goes wide on there, but yeah, it's a bit of lag.
Yeah, he did. He got onto the grass.
Yeah, it was lag, though.
But he's still within DRS.
But yeah, he's not going to be able to do it there yet, but so unfortunate for Hugos. A lot of hard work, but still a fairly solid drive. P4, can't be too ashamed of that. And depending on the penalties here, we'll see. And he might actually be able to get something done here. He is.
He's only 3/10 away.
He might be able to make a late dive somewhere. Yeah, you can't count this out. But meanwhile, here as we ride on board.
Oh, here we go. So I think it's a 3-second time penalty, so that's fine.
Yeah,
that's gone.
Meanwhile, here up front, Buddy gonna cross the line here and win what would have been the win, but with all the penalties, Anonymous gonna come home to win here in the 2SRL Mexican Grand Prix. very well done to him. Very good drive from him as Hugo's crosses the line, and Nick jumps Buddy too, so that's how many penalties Buddy had. So Nick, P2, which is going to help Ferrari in their Constructors' Championship. Fantastic job from him, keeping his nose clean, getting the job done there for them. Silver finishing P5 Speedy all the way from basically last place, finishing in 6th. Must have been a fun drive for him, minus getting spun around. No, gonna come home and finish in P7. So good drive from Noel. As Mac Jagley does jump tipsy off of penalties there, as Jesse's gonna come home to finish what would most likely be the final points-paying finish, unless he had 6 seconds of penalties. As I think Jesse gets to keep that position. So
I think he did.
Very well done from everyone. Very solid drive from our solid race. Pretty exciting to watch. And with that will pretty much conclude our time here, I believe. So
I've got disqualified if you failed to serve a drive-through penalty.
That's a stop-go. Not a drive-through. So.
Oh.
But that is.
Sorry, I got confused.
So this is your podium here. Fantastic job. Congratulations again to Anonymous, winning for the 2nd time this season for the Toro Rosso team, as Nick finishes 2nd off of penalties. Buddy on the podium in 3rd. Can't complain about that result. Podium is a podium. As So that that.
Buddy had 14 seconds. 14 seconds worth of penalties. Buddy had.
Wow. Okay.
27 seconds worth of penalties did Puex on Polly.
My goodness. So
half a lap of penalties.
Yeah, unfortunate there for a lot of people, but good for some others. So with that is it from us. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to check out EGL Majors. Follow Mecha Dragon on Twitch if you want to see the other point of view.
I'll be playing some Darkest Dungeon in about 15 minutes after I have a bit of a break from this. So if you want to check my Twitch, because I'll be continuing to stream for a while.
But I am ItzTriton, and that is the stream. Thank you all for watching. See you next week.
Later.